My name's Aaron Webster and I work for Washington State Parks at Cape Disappointment State Park near Ilwaco, Washington. First fire-making method I want to demonstrate is flint and steel. This is a fire-making method most often associated with Lewis and Clark, and like all fire-making methods, it involves some special ingredients. Holding the char cloth right up near a sharp edge on the flint, I strike down with the steel, and a spark jumped up and actually hit the edge of the char cloth. That glowing char cloth I'll fold up and I'll put inside of this bundle of tinder. This is just wood shavings. Tinder could be almost anything, from dry grass or dried moss to wood shavings. Once it smolders for a couple of minutes, I usually give it a few puffs of my breath. And that's fire by flint and steel. Another fire-making method that was used during the days of Lewis and Clark is the fire piston. The lower piece is a cylinder. It has a carefully bored hole that is just as long as this piston. The piston fits into the cylinder fairly much airtight with the help of this little gasket right here. There's string wrapped around the end of the piston. The end of the piston also has a little divot drilled into it right here. And in that divot is some tinder, called tinder fungus. When these two parts are put together and the piston slammed into the cylinder, enough heat is actually created through compression to ignite the tinder. This is similar to what happens inside of a diesel engine. One of the more unusual Stone Age fire-making methods would have to be the pump drill. So we have a few different pieces working together here, and in this case, the spinning is provided by this string, which wraps and unwraps onto the spindle as you pump the handle up and down. These weights want to keep spinning. So when my handpiece reaches the bottom of its travel, these weights want to keep going, and they do. So they reload or they respin the unspun cord to bring it back to the top. Because these weights want to keep spinning, I can press down the whole time. I'm not pumping up and down, I'm just pumping down. So what happens here is that one piece drills through the other, creates hot sawdust, and if the sawdust gets hot enough, it actually starts combustion. This fire-making method is called fire by friction, the hand drill. That gets twisted and pushed down into a lower piece. So when I twist these two sticks together, one is going to drill through the other. And the drilling is going to create some sawdust. That sawdust is going to fall through the notch into a pile on this lower board. If we can get it up to about 800 degrees, we'll have a fire. Twisting these two sticks together by hand is kind of difficult, so I'm going to need some help on this one. Hey, could you guys come over here and help me out with this?
Sure.
Usually I start out slow, and I build up pressure and speed as I go down. Ready? Put your hands near the top and go. Ready? Go. All right, thanks very much, you guys. It looks like we got it. I think we reached that 800-degree temperature that we were looking for, because I can see that that pile is now glowing red hot. Move it over and push it down in there. I'm going to close this tinder bundle up around it. and that's fire by friction.